What is going on, everybody? It's Sports Bricks back in the action once again, and welcome to episode 3 of building this MOC. We got a ton of parts in, we got some stuff to do. Let's just jump straight into it. So essentially, I did get a couple of small things done. As you can see, I got quite a few parts, especially the much needed trans clear tiles, as well as finally the stands for the gunship. You can see that I have them down there already. As well as the gunship is tilted. I got a couple of comments from last video, essentially like stating some good upgrades I can do for the MOC and some future planning things. One of them said to tilt the gunship so it's at an angle instead of like essentially on that grid pattern that Lego's on. And I 100% agree, that looks worlds better already. So I got quite a few orders in. I have stuff to expand the beach. I have stuff to start the water, essentially try to finish it, as well as I've worked on a little bit of a crater here. I'm planning to put it on that side where that kind of meal prep container is. It's a rough shape. It's like a bombed out little area, and I think it looks kind of cool. Use the majority of the tan wedge like plates I have, but oh well. I wasn't planning on building something like this, but I think it would look pretty cool. As well as that, I have some 1x3 like inverted slopes here, as well as some chains. In Normandy and like the D-Day landings, they had a bunch of different like tank barriers, and I saw one that's kind of like this, where it's kind of like wedged into the ground. I thought about making some like barbed wire barriers, and I think that's gonna look really cool. I only have a few chains, so I'm gonna use them sparingly, but these are gonna be scattered, like the actual barriers are gonna scatter throughout especially the dirty kind of beach. In this update, I should get the majority of both the water and the beach done, if I'm going to be honest. We shall see. After all of that, the kind of foamy water like waves have been completed. Now let's just jump into the water. So that is all the 6x6 plate for like the blue ocean that I have, but I do have some more blue. Hopefully it will last. I have an assortment of like navy blue, just the normal blue, and then of course the trans blue. Let us see what else we can get done. And there is the majority of the water done. And again, I cut it really close. That is all the blue, especially navy, that I had. The only like royal blue I had left are these 1x2s, and those are gonna go right in those little cracks. And now all the plate underneath all the tiles is officially done as well. So thankfully some people responded. We got some good comments from the last video, and it is decided that I'm gonna be having a crashing gunship. So that means all of this is gonna be tiled. And with that, the water is now done. So we have that nice kind of dark tan undertones underneath the blue tiles, as well as the royal blue and the navy blue. Placing the gunship back on there really pops. This is gonna be a multiple day project because it is late. It's kind of hard to believe that it's been almost like, or not even almost, it's been over a week since I've worked on this. I don't think I got enough done in the last like kind of half of the video to warrant an episode. So I just wanted to keep working on it. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded, but I'm going to keep going. I'm thinking I can get the majority of the beach done, as well as, oh yeah, gunship number 2. I don't think the second gunship is going to be a part of this update, because I'm going to have to work on kind of making it a little bit more mangled, but I'm glad to actually have that now. Plus, I'd get to see how good the MOC looks with 2 gunships. And that's pretty much all the beach that I can really realistically do as of now. The entire sand and water are finally done. The beach isn't 100% done. I gotta build the droid defenses as well as kind of detail up the actual fine sand area. It's not gonna be nearly as chaotic as this. As well as I got the tank barriers on Omaha Beach. We have those, or not we, but they have those kind of tank traps where they're concrete, as well as some had mines on them, and have some barbed wire fence so that the troops don't get on there and can't rush through. Just adding a few minifigures. This is what I'm trying to tell. It's D-Day. This is one of the most horrific battles in U.S., Canadian, Allied history, essentially. And I want to portray that with a bunch of minifigures. I have a couple alleyways. There's one here, one here, one here, there, and all the troops are trying to rush through it, and these are kind of the choke points where if you ever played a Call of Duty or Battlefield, this is where all the action happens, and this is where a lot of teammates go down. So here's where all the clones are rushing through, and there's going to be a huge line of battle droids right there. And I know this isn't built yet, but it's going to go somewhere in that region, kind of crashing. I want it to be at an angle as well, but maybe not that kind of aggressive angle. It'll probably be more natural, closer to the Lego grid, but it's still going to be at an angle being shot down. And the reason why I'm not going to be putting this in this update is because I want to really take my time and make this thing look absolutely mangled, like it just got shot. So realistically speaking, we just have the mountain, the bunker, the gun position, and the gunship, detail, and figures. This thing is coming along really, really nice.
So that's going to leave off this episode. I haven't really ordered anything for the next few segments. I know I have to get the mountain done, and I of course have to top the mountain, but I can't do that until the mountain is done. But I'm very eager to get those parts ordered, start testing things for the bunker as well as the gun emplacements, and I'm just excited to see where we go from here. But this has been Bortz Bricks signing out. Stay cool, stay awesome, and see you in the next one. Peace.